All right, today we're diving into something, well, something really special. It's this dense, poetic, and just incredibly powerful monologue from a figure known as the Sapphire Prophet. Our whole goal here is to break down his critique of the world he's seeing piece by piece, and we're going to use his own words to guide us. So let's just get right into it. So this is how he starts. Just boom. Look at them, the marketplace of the flies. It's so powerful, so dismissive, right? Right away, you know he's an outsider looking in, and his judgment is just harsh. He's not seeing a society, he's seeing chaos, something mindless. This one line, it really sets the stage for everything that's about to come. Okay, so our first section, the marketplace of the flies. We're looking at his idea of a world just filled with frantic, meaningless activity. And it's important to get this straight. He's not just talking about a physical place. He's describing a whole state of being. And here's the kicker. He says they buzz with frantic urgency. The point he's making is that these flies, the people, they aren't lazy. Not at all. They're incredibly busy, buzzing with all this energy. But, and this is the key, he's arguing that they're mistaking all that movement for actual progress. It's just activity for activity's sake, no real achievement. So you have to ask, right? Who's behind this whole illusion? Well, the prophet has a name for it, the architect's vanity. And this is so much more than just a flawed system. He's saying it's a trap, a system specifically designed to keep people in this self-serving loop. You think you're climbing up, making progress, but really, he says you're just circling the drain, completely unaware you're stuck in something built on the ego of some flawed creator. Okay, so if this world is just a marketplace of pointless activity, what's the currency? What are people actually trading? That brings us to his next big idea, bartering with spirit rust. This is the currency of this broken system. I mean, rust of the spirit. What a phrase, right? It's so visceral. He's saying the currency here isn't money. It's not gold. The real currency is us, our essence. People are trading away their time, their dignity, their actual soul. And for what? Not for anything grand or noble, just for comfort, for security, for what he calls a softer cage. It's this slow, creeping decay, a kind of spiritual corrosion. And this really gets to the heart of the whole deception. On one side, you've got what people are aiming for, this fool's heaven, this promise of safety and comfort. But on the other side is the prophet's reality. It's not a paradise. It's a loop that only tightens. The more of your spirit you trade away, the tighter that loop gets. You're not getting closer to heaven, you're just getting more and more trapped. So why? Why would anyone do this? And this quote, it just nails the psychology behind it. They love their chains because the metal is warm. It's about comfort. It's about familiarity. The alternative, what he calls the true void, that's true freedom. And it's absolutely terrifying. It's the unknown. So people choose the warm, predictable comfort of their prison over the cold, scary wind of being truly free. All right, so who is this guy anyway? Who is this prophet delivering this scathing critique? Well, the next part of his monologue is all about that. He is the man with no shadow, an identity that's forged completely in opposition to the world he sees. You see, he doesn't define himself by what he is, but by what he isn't. Think about these descriptions. He's a shard of broken glass, something that refuses to reflect the world around it. He's a man with no shadow, which means he isn't cast by the system's artificial light. He's the singularity, the one thing the architect didn't see coming. The point is, he's a total anomaly. He's fundamentally separate, and he cannot be absorbed into the system. And then he takes it even further, into this really cosmic, terrifying place, with this idea of Socrates' script. He's basically saying that all human suffering, it's not some noble struggle for meaning, no. It's a pre-written play, a script, designed just to create interesting patterns for some cosmic audience. And this audience, the red judges, they're not judging you on your morals. They're just amused. They're watching the show. It's such a chilling, indifferent view of our entire existence. So naturally, when you hear someone like this, you start making assumptions, right? You think, okay, he's an outsider, a critic, so he must be here to fix things. He's got a new plan, a new religion, a new law to sell us. But the prophet knows you're thinking that. And with these questions, he just tears that whole idea down. He's not here to sell you anything, which sets up his real purpose. And it's way more radical than reform. And that leads us right into the climax of the whole thing. A hammer for your sky. Forget about fixing the system. This is a declaration of war, a straight-up declaration of disruptive intent. He could not be any clearer here. He says, I do not seek to mend the wheel. He's not a mechanic. He's not here to tinker, to fix a broken part or adjust some gears. For him, the wheel itself, this whole cycle, is the problem, and it's beyond repair. So if he's not fixing the machine, what is he? He is the friction. Simple as that. His entire purpose is to stop the machine, to grind that frantic buzzing of the marketplace to a dead, screeching halt. And what does he mean by ruining your symmetry? Well, think about how the system works. It's all about this fake balance, right? Debit and credit, sin and penance. It's all neat and tidy, a perfect, symmetrical prison. And the prophet? He's here to just smash that, to introduce total chaos into their perfectly predictable little world.
And this is the final, chilling image he leaves us with. He calls himself the outman, the ultimate outsider. And that glass sky, that's the fragile illusion of order, of safety that everyone is living under. And he's standing right at the gate, not to talk, not to negotiate, but with a hammer, ready to shatter the whole thing. The monologue doesn't give us a solution. It gives us a threat, a promise of complete and maybe even beautiful, terrifying disruption. And it just leaves you wondering, what happens when that hammer finally falls?